morning, everyone. I am so sorry about being incredibly slack with vlogging lately. As you can probably hear in my voice, I am still on the cusp of being sick, and I do not know where I picked up this virus, but my mum was thinking it was something similar to like RSV, but I have been sick for 2.5 weeks now, and I have never had that experience in my life. I'm generally like such a healthy person, and I was just shocked. Like, I'm really breathy. It kind of feels like it could have even been like COVID or something again, but I don't know. So I'm really sorry, but I was just too unwell last week, and trying to balance that with obviously still running my business and trying to show up for things where I could. I just felt like I was constantly setting myself back with the overwhelm. So I just thought, you know what, whatever. I'm sure you guys don't mind. You've got plenty of other content to watch out there, but I am back on board today, and it is actually the day before Melbourne Cup Day. So it's usually a day a lot of people take off work, which definitely gives me a real sense of ease at the moment. I just don't feel like my phone's going to ring today with any inquiries, and I just know a lot of people are not working, which is great because I have an area of the house that I really want to plan. So this year, I have 2 Christmases that are happening. My sister is coming here from America with her 2 little kids and her husband, and my parents are actually coming to Melbourne for once. I have lived here for over 10 years, and they have never done a Christmas in Melbourne. So now is finally the time, and I'm really, really excited for it because we now have this house, and I said to Jazz, I really want to host Christmas, and I love hosting. I love making platters and food and like having all of the community and everything here. But the problem is we have not done anything with our outdoor space. And I think it's just because it was still really cold and raining and all that kind of thing. And now that we've been sitting out there enjoying it, I was like, we literally need a table, some chairs, a really cute umbrella, like something to kind of liven it up. But also because we desperately need extra seating, because there is absolutely no way that we can have even my family or his family and all of the extended family kind of over here, because we literally have like 4 chairs, 3 bar stools, like that's it. Do you know what I mean? So I really want to make the most of using that outdoor space, and I'm also thinking to try and find an extra matching chair for my dining table. But the good thing is my mum works at Bunnings, and she did tell me to kind of have a look on the website and see if I could find anything that I liked, because of course you get the cheeky stuff discount. So I think I'm just going to sit down and have a little bit of a look now, and then we can kind of map out that space together. But let me show you what I'm working with so we can kind of understand the vision. So this is the backyard in our cute little home, and it's little more like a kind of terrace space, I would say. It's not like a full-on backyard. As you can see, my car parks there, like to the side of the house. So this is sort of what we're working with. I mean, honestly, from a designer's perspective, I would not have this deck here if it was me, because you can see it's been sort of bleached by the sun. So, I mean, look, honestly, if I owned this house, I would instantly get rid of this and put down some really nice pavers, but it's not mine. So we've just got to work with what we're doing. I also, sorry, I'm being picky now, but I really hate the color of this whole thing and just the way it's arranged. It's just all a little bit wrong. But the good thing about this outdoor space is that we have a fridge, a whole second kind of drinks fridge, and a barbecue that came with this. And I think there's even like a bin or some other cupboards and things in here. Yeah, there's like a whole little bin area and everything as well. So it's actually a very useful little space. Oh, no, it's not going to go away. It's a very useful little space. We've also got this kind of booth seating area here. So what I really want to do is get a nice round table that can go in this corner, and then maybe like 3 nice stools. But I want something really, really modern. And I mean, that plant can move anywhere, but I did also want to get a few additional plants. I would also like to then have an umbrella here that can just provide some shade if we're going to be sitting at and using that table. And yeah, that is my IKEA chair, which has kind of come with me from a lot of different rentals. So I think I will just leave that. But again, it would be really nice to just have a lot more pot plants and kind of make this whole area feel a little bit more lush. I don't know if I showed you guys, but sorry for the mess. I literally, like I said, have been quite unwell. So there's just blankets and things all over the couch, but I ended up swapping our black coffee table for these really cute little metal kind of mushroom looking ones from, I think these were Temple and Webster. So I just wanted something a little bit lighter in this area, but I'm also just not 100% sold on our rug. I still think I might like to try something a little bit more beigey toned, but we'll see. One new thing I did get for here though is this book, Eat, Drink, Nap. This is by Soho House, and I have wanted a copy of this book for the longest time. Sorry, it's getting a bit shined on from the sun, but it's a really beautiful linen covered book, and also the content is really beautiful. If you've ever had the pleasure of going to a Soho House, you would know that they are just so well designed and they really have a really good lifestyle kind of theme. So I think I need to get some extra decor to sort of style on top of that as well. So I gave myself a total budget of $1,000, and I think I've actually come up with a pretty good solution, and it will end up being less than that. The total actually at the moment is $1,087, but it will definitely be less with the staff discount applied. I think it might be around about like 10 or 15% or something, but I'll show you what I found. I've got a table, 3 stools, an umbrella, and a little umbrella base included in that as well. So this is what I want to order. I've got a table, the stools, the umbrella, and the base, and as you can see, it's $1,087.97 in total. So I'll show you through the items. This is the first one. It's the Home Bazaar 130 centimeter Isha polystone dining table, and it doesn't exactly look as white as this picture. I think it's a little bit more of a slight concrete kind of look, as you can see from here. But I actually think that is really beautiful, and it'll definitely match with our outdoor space. And it's a bit bigger than the terrazzo kind of table that they also had, and a little bit more practical in that regard as well. The next item are these Home Bazaar terrazzo stools. And again, the pictures can be a little bit deceiving, but I have seen it in person, and it's much more like this kind of reference image where someone's using it as a side table. It's this really nice white color with the flecked sort of pattern through it. So I think those will be perfect for some stools with a little seat pad attached. Then I found this umbrella. This is the Marquee 2-meter beach umbrella with tassels, and I just thought that was a really cute, really affordable umbrella, and just something that would look really nice to provide a bit of shade for that area. And last but not least, the base. I know it's black, but I could just paint it white, and I think it's important to have a nice heavy base so that the umbrella doesn't go flying. So that's everything that I've found. Now I just need to coordinate how to get it delivered as well. I just found some chair pads from IKEA as well. They're $8, however, that is just for the cushion cover. I would also need the inserts for this too, but I think that that'll be the ones that I end up using to go with the terrazzo stools. Not to mention, if my hair looks darker than last time, yes it is, but that was actually a bit of a mistake. The ends of my hair have been just really unhealthy and honestly felt a little bit fried ever since we got back from the Cook Islands. I think over there they have like hard water. You probably may be familiar with that if you've traveled a little bit, or if you've ever done some camping and things, that sometimes the water is just not friendly to your hair, to your skin. It's all a little bit too rough. So anyway, that being said, I put a box tie through my hair, and it honestly almost turned out black. Like, it is very dark brown now, which is definitely not what I was going for. I picked one that said golden medium brown, which is what my natural color was, and I was hoping to just go over the top of that, but apparently I have dark brown hair now, so we've got that to deal with. But I thought I would just make a bit of a green juice for lunch. I kind of bought like some apples and ginger and celery and all sorts of really healthy stuff like that, because I feel like just food is going to be a bit of a factor in trying to get myself better. So I'm just going to chop all of that up now, and I'll pop it in the blender and make myself a little bit of green juice for lunch. I feel like this is a pretty good cross section of things to pop into my juice and try and get the maximum amount of vitamins and minerals and just things to make me better. I've got spinach, an orange, green apple, lemon, a little bit of celery. Got ginger, which I've got to obviously take the skin off. I have some cucumber, coconut water, aloe vera juice, and actually a little bit of parsley. Ironically, this does work out really nicely once you combine all the flavors. Good afternoon. I thought I would just wait until today because I did actually make that order online on Bunnings the other day, and I was still recovering a little bit from being sick and they said they would deliver it now. So today is actually Thursday. A couple of days have gone by and you can probably hear that I am literally almost 100% better now, which I'm so happy about. Honestly, I was knocked out of it for like 2 weeks, but my delivery is currently on the way. So I'm just hanging out at home and this is what I've been putting together. Excuse my hand there, but I'm just blocking out the client's address for their privacy. But this is a materials board for one of my beautiful projects. So that's where I start to make all of the selections when it's stone, tiles, tapware. As you can see, I do get given a lot of these little samples as well, which really helps to be able to pull it all together. This is one of my favorite little design tools. Sounds so nerdy to say, but this is all the different colors of grout that you can get, and it's really, really helpful because if you want to make your space feel bigger, you want to get a grout color that almost matches the tiles so that it just disappears. And I also clearly got my nails redone. I kind of got over having the dark color, so I ended up just going with a classic French. And no, this is not a special ring. I think we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that. This is just a costume piece of jewelry that I have on as a little placeholder. I also had a few stems left over from that plant last time, so I got another little pot from Kmart and I just added another one here in the corner on top of my printer just for a little bit more greenery in my office space. I do also have one other update. So Jazz actually bought himself one of these desk mats and his one is black because obviously he's got the much more masculine looking office, but I really wanted this because I used to have a desk mat and it just wasn't a very nice one. Mine was quite a cheap one off Amazon, but whoa, almost dropped it. This one is from a beautiful place called Milligram that sells all the key range, and I think I might just unbox that and pop it onto my desk because it's even got this little magnetic holder thing here on the side, so you can put your cables in there and lock them in place, and it's a beautiful grey colour, which is definitely my kind of vibe. I just really needed something like that because my laptop always goes flat during Zoom meetings and then I am stuck scrambling to try and find my charger, which is inevitably fallen off my desk. So let's unbox this and have a look. I actually really like this. It's such good quality. It's got like the whole grippy texture underneath it, and this is the nice little section here that I'm going to be able to lock my devices into. That is absolutely perfect for my space. It looks so nice, and as you can see, I've already gone ahead and straight away clipped in my laptop charger into the little magnetic holder, and that is just going to save me a lot of headaches because it is quite annoying when I lose that thing and I'm right on a client call and it's going missing in the middle of a meeting. Now I think I just need to get a nicer light grey mouse pad, and I also need a new mouse. Excuse that for looking so feral, but it is literally covered in my makeup, but it always ends up on the mouse, and I don't know, I clean it constantly, but having a white mouse was probably a stupid idea, so I need to get a nice new mouse. But I have a vertical mouse, so if you're someone who's ever had wrist issues and you do a job where you're basically on a computer all day long, trust me, try a vertical mouse. They're so irritating to use at first, but I could not do my job without that thing anymore. It makes such a massive difference. And I was getting to the point where after like 10 years in corporate, I was like struggling to actually use my wrist because of the pain. So really, honestly, give it a go. But now I think I might go and make a little smoothie or something, and hopefully the delivery guys will be here really soon. This is what I'm going to pop into my smoothie. Instead of having my afternoon matcha, I'm just going to make it a little bit of a green smoothie. So I've got the matcha powder, a banana, some spinach, organic coconut milk, and a little bit of ice in the blender. Delivery driver just came and we got all the new pieces out here, so I'm going to unwrap them and start putting it together. But that table is insanely heavy. I mean, these are kind of heavy, but that is on a whole nother level. So thankfully Jazz was here to help with the delivery driver, but we're gonna have to unbox and probably struggle away with that as well. So we'll see how we go, but I'm really excited to get this all set up. Well, this is the mess that I'm gonna have to clean up at some point, but this is the new outdoor space. It's so perfect. I'm absolutely obsessed. I think those are the perfect pieces for our backyard. So what I ended up getting was the table, which is super, super heavy, 3 of those little terrazzo stools, and this gorgeous little beach umbrella over the back. So obviously I won't leave it up all the time because it is white and it probably will get dirty, so maybe I even store it inside and just kind of bring it out when we're using the space. But I just think for literally $1,000. What a perfect little outcome to make my outdoor space feel like home. And we are hosting for Christmas, so it did need to get done, but this is kind of what the stools look like up close, and I am going to go and get some seat pads to put on top just to make them a little bit more comfortable. And then this is the table, so I would definitely say it is much more white than grey. It looks grey on the website, but I'm actually happy that it's white because I did want a white colour. And then the little beach umbrella, which was only $35, so that just goes in a base, but the base I just have over the back of the deck there, so you don't even really see it, which is completely fine. And I would love to know what you think. I'm just really happy with that. I have ordered a little white lantern that I'm going to pop in the middle of the table there too, but yeah, what a cute little outcome.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors.